What's up, world? It's your boy Keenan. Welcome to the Pro Football Exclusive College Football Blog. Continuing my big discussion of the 14 playoff system that the FBS division is having in college football. Now, I'm going to backtrack a little bit and recap, give you the biggest news of the Big 12 and the SEC conferences. Now, both of these two leagues are looking forward to having the top 4 seeded teams in college football to make it in that 14 playoff system. Now, this is an obvious choice for the SEC conference because probably 2 of the top 4 teams, I think, will probably represent from the SEC division. And I think this is going to be a big advantage for this conference. Now, the Big 12, a powerhouse offensive conference, is also liking this idea of having the top 4 seeded teams. I actually disagree with this one because I believe that that 4 of the teams should represent a conference champion. Now, for the breaking news today, both the Pac-12 and the Big 10 conferences had their discussions and their opinions about this playoff system. Starting with the Big 10, their first choice, they're actually liking this current BCS system, which is bogus to me. I do not understand this system in particular, but the Big 10 conference does believe that this does work. Their second choice is having a +1 system of having, if there's more than 2 undefeated teams, having a +1 game and to help determine who will play for the national championship. That seems a pretty good idea, a step forward. Now, their third choice is to have this 14 playoff system, but they believe, as well as the Pac-12 conference, is that they should have the Rose Bowl played between the Pac-10 and the Big 10 for a semi-final of the national championship. Now, the SEC and the Big 12 conference made a big argument about this one, and they believe that they should have their own championship matchup, a Champions Bowl between the SEC and the Big 12 conferences, and have both those 2 teams to duke it out for the Champions Bowl, as well as have the Rose Bowl for the Pac-12 and the Big 10. I really think that's a pretty good idea, and this could be a semifinal national championship, but this leaves out the ACC and the Big East Conference, and that's going to be a big argument between these other 2 BCS conferences. Yes, the SEC, Big 12, and Big 10 and Pac-12 are, I believe, the stronger, or arguably the stronger conferences between the 6 conferences with the Big East and the ACC, but I still believe because of these BCS schools, the Big East and the ACC, they should still get an equal opportunity as well as the other conferences in college football. But I do like the idea of how they're having the Rose Bowl as a semifinal national championship matchup. But that would be, obviously, it might end up breaking tradition between the Pac-12 and the Big 10. But both of those conferences, they believe that both these 2 teams, these conferences should duke it out and keep the tradition going and have a semi-final matchup between the 2 conferences, and same as the Big 12 and the SEC, and having a champions bowl between these 2 schools and protect their names and have a better opportunity to make it to the national championship. Now, this leaves out, like I said, the ACC and the Big East, and I'm going to keep you guys posted on giving you their opinions of this big discussion. Now, I think this is a step forward going in a 14 playoff, but I do not think the top 4 seeded teams should get the automatic bid. I think a champion representative from each conference should be at least get an automatic qualifying bid, at least represent that conference. I know that the SEC is the strongest conference, and I believe so as well, but it's not fair for the other schools because of the top 4 seeded teams, it will most likely have at least 2 teams representing the SEC conference because it is arguably the most dominating conference in college football. So I believe at least the Pac-12, Big 10, Big 12, and SEC champion should duke it out for the national semifinals to see who will play for the national championship. And I think that could be evenly matched up, but it will leave out both the Big East and the ACC, which is going to make up big arguments for both of these 2 conferences. And I think because of this, if this really does happen, both the Big East and the ACC conference will probably go away and spread out to different conferences and have more super conferences in the FBS division. But we will see, and I will keep you guys posted on this latest news. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys is later. I'm going to keep you guys posted with all this big news. We'll talk about the playoff system as well as other news in college football. Thank you for watching today's vlog from Pro Football Exclusive. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.